So, YouTube Nation, uh, I didn't broadcast the whole from a swap meet that I attended in early January because, to be honest, the pickings were slim, and considering the amount of rolling stock and locomotives that I have, I didn't feel so compelled to go ape at the swap meet. But again, as I said, the pickings were slim. But I stopped by this one table who, and the vendor said that he was selling it on behalf of his friend, and he had no idea, and he said the stuff didn't run, and two items stood out. Two locomotives stood out. I will get to the other video. I will get to that other locomotive at another time, and God willing, if it does work out to my expectations, then you'll see that video. Of course, it all depends on if I don't screw it up. But here is the subject of the first video, and yes, you did read the subject right. This Tycho Mantua, and if I could, or maybe just Mantua, Pacific, 462 Pacific, in Pennsylvania. Who knows if I have this road number, 5314. But I got it for $10. Yes, you heard me right, and you saw you read the subject of the video right. $10. And he was right, it didn't run, but, I'll let you see for yourself. Alright, so here we are in the test track. Power is on, forward position, and 10% power, 20%, 30. Alright, the light is on. Can you see it? Gonna zoom in. So, as you can see, the light is on. Uh, 40, 50, 60, 70.
You got nothing! Nothing!
Now, a Mantua locomotive should already be inching forward, given how old this is. The light is on. You could see it right there. Flickering, but it's there. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. And this was how it was at the test track at the swap meet. So, this is entirely reminiscent of the Mantua Chessie Pacific that I picked up in at the Greenberg show last year. And I got that girl running again. I'm not going to go into great detail as for the repair because the Chessie Pacific video was pretty much a deep dive into getting it running again, and my preliminary findings until I open this girl up, disconnect the tender, is to see what exactly is going completely wrong. Why this isn't moving, but It's almost reminiscent of the Chesapeake Pacific, but again, I have to get in. So, I'm going to do the repair off camera. Maybe I will show a few things, but we'll see. Hang on. Okay, with this thing cleaned up, I cleaned up the shell. So now I'm going to put this thing back together. One thing that did hold me up, again, was the engineer's side clip. It just wouldn't cooperate. So I just tinned it up so that it stays in place and it can maintain the connection. And I'm just going to pop this thing back into its spot. And if I don't screw it up, the wire won't come undone, which would necessitate me to resolder the connection. Because we all know I have really rotten luck. I'm going to keep the magnets. Can you see it? I'm going to keep the magnets on the motor. Because Lord knows how old this motor is, how cooperative it is, and the more help I could give to the motor, the better. And of course that came undone. So I'm just going to put this thing back together. Hold on. Alright, so here we are. The shell's been cleaned, polished. Not much the same way that Ron at Classic Model Trains has been buffing up his metal shells, but it is a good enough job all the same. I did have to re-examine the engineer's side clip on the motor, because it seemed a little bit loosey-goosey. So I had gone ahead and soldered the the spring clip to the motor and the brush to the spring clip itself. So everything appears to be nice and sturdy. So I've got the power pack on, forward direction, and 10%, 20%, 30%, forward, and now backward, 10%, 20%. It's moving at 20%. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. Forward again. And backwards. Now, I did it at this angle because when, and I'm going to shut the light off. Ooh, spooky. So, yeah, I have it in the forward direction. Don't be shy. Or do I have it in... Yeah, I had it in reverse. Dummy. Yeah, I lost the light. The light just said, I'm out of here. It is a casualty, but I think the more important thing was that I did get this locomotive running again. So I'm especially pleased about that. If the light does decide to make a return appearance, it's more than welcome. But I'm going to go ahead and take this girl over to the endurance track. See you over there. Well, she's running. She's still slightly problematic. I've checked and rechecked the connections, and they are fine. Current draw is pretty good, traveling at 55% throttle, under 12 volts. It's dancing around the 11, but current draw is very good. Still can't get that light to work. Oh well. No, it is what it is. But I'm glad that my $10 investment has paid off. I'm going to let her run for a little while longer. And then we'll see how she handles a consist. Well, she's running pretty good. And she is running at a higher throttle because she is pulling. Current draw is pretty decent, as is the voltage. Voltage is at 12. That motor is persnickety. Eventually, when I don't have as many projects on my plate, and when the stars align themselves, I may just remotor her. But we're going to enjoy it while the fun lasts. Well, she's a good girl. She does run, and yeah, she just derailed. Let me get you back on track. Yeah, so we're back on track. So she is a good girl. She is going to have to be a revisited upon project. For anyone who's worked with these Mantua engines, I'm interested in knowing what's a good replacement motor. I did post it in a group on Facebook, but anyone who does have a Tyco Mantua engine with the Pitman motor, I'd really love to know in the comments section what a good replacement motor is, because whatever spare motors I have don't seem to be the right fit. I'm going to stop you right here. So, because I may have to revisit this locomotive, but in any event, I still am a very happy camper. And with that being said, I'd like to thank everyone for their continued support. As of this recording, I am at almost 280 subscribers. I would really love to hit 300 soon. But in any event, thank you all for your continued support. For those who are not a subscriber, there is a link in the bottom right-hand corner for you to subscribe. Please like and share. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you soon.